Alright, hold on. Let me, just want to make sure everything is working good. Let me check my volume. I don't know if we're gonna get many viewers because obviously it's Sunday night. Oh, okay, hold on. My headphones were okay. There we go. Now let me see if I can hear myself. Okay, I'm just gonna get right into this. Hello everyone, video game lover here, and WrestleMania 40 has just finished airing. Um, wow, that is all I have to say is wow. Wow, 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 wow. WrestleMania 40 was absolutely incredible. And I was gonna say this right off the bat. That is the best night two that WWE has ever made. So I really don't know where to start here because I want to just talk about, the main matches that happened this WrestleMania. But I actually want to take this time to talk about this documentary that WWE just made. Now, I don't know when's it coming out. Oh, sorry. But basically, this documentary actually confirmed what I was saying like 2 months ago that Cody Rhodes facing Roman Reigns wasn't supposed to happen. It was actually going to be Rock versus Roman for WrestleMania 40. And I'm going to assume it was The Rock that wanted it. So everything I said in that video that I made 2 months ago about that they were going to go with Rock versus Roman ended up being true. Rock came out and said that he felt like I need to main event WrestleMania to save this Mania because of CM Punk's injury. But it blew up in their face because of the backlash. And honestly, thank God that the Birmingham crowd that cheered for that Rock versus Roman didn't WWE didn't go through with that. Because that city in Birmingham almost ruined WrestleMania 40. Because they really wanted Rock versus Roman? And what? So what? Roman to retain the belt? It would have been a dumb move. But thankfully, the internet and everyone made this into a movement. We want Cody, and WWE changed the plans. And then The Rock was like, fine, I'll be a heel. And we ended up getting was one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. So let's start off with night one. Now, night one, I thought was just solid. But let me explain why for night one, just to be solid was actually a great thing. Because what's been infecting WrestleMania the last 4 years since they've been doing this night one, night two thing is that night one ends up being way better than night two. And really, that shouldn't be happening. WrestleMania 36, night 1 was better. WrestleMania 37, night 1 was better. Excuse me, WrestleMania 38, night 1 absolutely was way better than night 2. WrestleMania 39, night 1 was better than night 2. But this was the first time that I can say night 2 was way better than night 1. So that's why I'm happy that night 1 was just, it was fine. It was good, but not amazing. That's a good thing. And I don't know who the hell is this asshole riding a motorcycle at night. So let's get down to matches. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley won. I'm actually shocked by that. I thought Becky Lynch was gonna win that match, but it didn't happen. Rhea Ripley won, and I'm happy because I love Rhea Ripley. And that match was great. That was a good opening match. Great women's match. Good stuff. Then we had the ladder match, the six-pack tag team ladder match. And Awesome Truth won the Raw titles, and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory won the SmackDown titles. So they actually split the titles again. I think that's good because now it gives SmackDown another title, because all SmackDown had was the other women's championship, the Universal Championship, and the United States Championship. That was it. While Raw had the Intercontinental Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, the Undisputed Tag Titles, and the women's title. So I'm happy that they split the tag titles again. And I'm happy for Grayson Waller. I think he's a great heel. I think he could be a big time heel. So I'm glad that he won. Even though I'm not a fan with Austin Theory having another belt because he's not all that great. But whatever. I'm mainly happy for R-Truth and Miz. R-Truth finally got his WrestleMania moment. And I think that was the right decision for them to be tag champions. Just for a little bit. R-Truth is so damn over. Everyone loves him. I met him in February. He is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. So for him to be tag champion is awesome. So that was a great match. But then night 1 fell apart. We had Rey Mysterio with Andrade versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. That was an okay, whatever, tag match. Then we get to Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso. I'm not going to lie when I tell you guys this. That was one of the worst WrestleMania matches I have ever seen in a very long time. That match was terrible. For one thing, there should have been a stipulation in this match. That's one. And number two, Jimmy and Jay, no disrespect, you were an amazing tag team, but you need to learn more moves than just fucking super kicks. Because all they kept doing was super kick, 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 super kick. I lost track. It got ridiculous. Pretty much they just killed the super kick. It is just, that match was terrible. And I'm worried that this match might ruin Jey Uso as a babyface push, in my opinion. So, I don't know. That match was terrible. Then we have the Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi match against Damage Control. That was a fine match. Very happy for Jade Cargill. She looked great. But the problem is I'm upset that Asuka lost again. Another WrestleMania match that she lost. She has yet to win a WrestleMania match. And I think it's time for her to win I forgot we have the women's tag champs. I forgot about those championships. But I'm just so tired of Asuka losing. So don't get me wrong, I'm fine with them winning. That was a fine match. But I'm just annoyed that Asuka lost. But then night 1 got great again. Sami Zayn versus Gunther was awesome. And I'm going to be honest with you, I actually was upset Sami Zayn won that gauntlet match. I really thought it should have been Chad Gable. But no, Sami Zayn and Gunther had a great match. And to my shock, Sami Zayn won the Intercontinental Championship. His first one, I think, in 2 or 3 years. So that's just crazy. But what this means is that Gunther is going to go for the big title now. It's time, man. And let me just tell you something. He's going to be an amazing champion. And I'm going to be honest. I may be biased. I don't care how long he's champion for. Because this man is an incredible wrestler. This man can put on so many good-ass matches. It's unbelievable. So, great match. And then we finally get to that main event of night one, which was The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. And I'm going to be honest, at first, I thought this match was so slow. It was boring, but my God, when it got good, it got real freaking good. And The Rock and Roman won the match. So, basically, if you guys don't know, had Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win the tag match, the Bloodline would not interfere. But if The Rock and Roman won, then Bloodline rules. Anything goes. And Rock and Roman won. What shocked me was The Rock was the one that pinned Cody. I thought that was a little silly. But I'm happy that The Rock and Roman won because it basically confirmed Cody Rhodes was going to finish his story tonight. And it happened. But that match was great. Excuse me. And another thing that was really good about the match was the Bloodline didn't interfere. No Solo, no Jimmy Uso, no none of that. It was a clean match. Well, I mean, of course, The Rock has shenanigans, but it was still a great tag match and a very good main event. So now we get to night 2. And let me tell you something. That opening to night 2, it will go down as one of the greatest openings in WrestleMania history. So let me explain. So it opens up with Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And that was a great match. Although it was a little bit finish spammy. Like Rollins kicked out 3 Claymores. McIntyre kicked out 2 curve stomps? I thought it was a little bit finisher spammy. But Drew McIntyre won. So he finally got his WrestleMania moment. He won the belt with everyone. Everyone was kind of celebrating a little bit. But I said to myself, Damian Priest is going to cash in his Money in the Bank, right? So, Drew McIntyre goes to the commentary table. And CM Punk was the guest commentator for that match. Drew McIntyre was talking a lot of shit to CM Punk. And then CM Punk punches the ever-living hell out of McIntyre with that cast he has. And it turns out that it seems CM Punk is healed now. I think he could go wrestle again. He punches the living hell out of McIntyre again. And then Damian Priest cashed in Money in the Bank. And he won the belt. That was perfectly done. I'm happy for Priest. I think it was time for him to be world champ. I don't think it's going to be a long reign. I do think he's going to give it back to McIntyre really soon. Now, the question is McIntyre going to be a heel or a babyface? But I'm actually going to say that what if they inadvertently made Damian Priest a babyface? Because it's you don't feel sorry for Drew McIntyre. You don't. He talked all this shit, so what do you think was going to happen? He should have just talked shit, glowed, and then walked away, but he didn't do it. Punk had every right to retaliate. Because of Drew McIntyre, CM Punk is the reason why he couldn't wrestle at WrestleMania. So, that was perfectly well done. That was a wonderful ending, and I'm happy for Damian Priest. Very happy. What's up, JJ and Arcade Pilot? So, next we get to the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley versus Authors of Pain. That was a fine match. It was meant to kind of cool down the crowd, but it was a fun little street fight. It was cool to see Bubba Ray Dudley as special guest referee, and they ended up doing the table spot and the what's up spot. That was cool. So, an okay match. Nothing really to brag about. Then we get to LA Knight versus AJ Styles. That was a good match. Now, one thing I'm going to say right off the bat. AJ Styles, why the hell did you change your theme song? that theme song that he has now is ass. That is a terrible theme song. Beyond that, I do not like it one bit. But LA Knight won. That was a great match. A really solid match between the two. Wonderful match. Then the next match was the triple threat match for the United States Championship between Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. I'm actually surprised Logan Paul retained, but that's actually a good thing because now I'm pretty sure LA Knight's going to go for the U.S. title. And so that way he could be U.S. champ and he might be U.S. champ for a while. But that was a damn good match. I laughed my ass off. So I thought that who was in that prime bottle was KSI again. But it turned out it was I Show Speed. That was hilarious. He was cussing out Randy Orton and Randy Orton RKO'd him. That shit was fucking hilarious. But they had a good triple threat match. It was a really solid match. And Logan Paul ended up winning. So I thought that was cool. Then we had Bayley versus Io Sky for the Women's Championship. That was a good match, but I'm shocked that Bayley won clean. Like, no interference from Damage Control. I just thought it was really strange that she won clean. I thought that Io Sky was gonna have, Damage Control was gonna interfere, but it didn't happen. It was a clean match, and Bayley won. So it was a good one. But now let's get to what everyone is talking about. The main event. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. First of all, I want to say right off the bat, that match will go down as one of the most overbooked yet greatest main event I've ever seen in my entire life. So, let me break it down this match. Cody and Roman start fighting. They do their usual spots. You thought that they were going to do a table spot, but it didn't happen. Roman was using the kendo stick to Cody Rhodes. Cody did a spear on Roman, but didn't put him out. Roman Reigns did the crossroads, which I thought was pretty cool. It was a back and forth match. Cody Rhodes looked like he was going to win. Jimmy Uso showed up. And I knew that was going to happen. Jey Uso showed up. They fought in the stage. And then Jey spears Jimmy Uso off the stage in the tables. So then Cody Rhodes looked like he's going to win again. Solo Sikoa came in. And he Samoan spiced Cody Rhodes. He kicks out this time. Then he gives Cody a Samoan spike, and Roman did the spear. Cody still kicks out. And then just when all hope was lost, John Cena showed up to face Solo. And he he AAs Roman Reigns, and then he AAs Solo into the announce table. Then The Rock shows up. Rock bottoms John Cena. Then we get to probably the one part I didn't like. Seth Rollins comes in his Shield outfit, and he just immediately gets taken out. I have no idea what that was. I don't know if it was like a tease that Dean Ambrose was going to show up, even though he's in AEW. But The Rock takes out Seth Rollins, looks like he's going to beat up Cody. But then comes something weird. I thought Stone Cold was going to show up. But it wasn't. It was The Undertaker. The Undertaker shows up, chokeslams The Rock, and then The Rock just disappears out of nowhere. He doesn't show up until the end of the match. So everyone is taken out. Roman Reigns gets up. He has a steel chair. He was going to hit Cody, but instead he hits Rollins the same way Seth hit Roman 10 years ago when Seth betrayed the Shield. Roman was going to go for a spear. Cody Rhodes does one crossroad. then another crossroad, and then the third crossroad. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes finally finished his story. Roman Reigns' legendary reign is finally over. What an unbelievable title reign. He was champ for 1,314 days. Man, no joke when I say this, man. No joke when I say this. I had man tears. This man deserved it. He deserved to be champion. It was the right moment. And Triple H, you did the right thing. Now, let me tell you the ending. So it ends what I expected. The same way WrestleMania 10 ended. Remember how WrestleMania 10 ended? It ended with Bret Hart winning the belt from Yokozuna, which looking back at it, that was kind of a dumb way to end it. Yokozuna falls off of the top rope, and Bret Hart covers him, and he wins the match. Like, what? So, the talent hoists Bret Hart, and basically saying he's the face of WWE. Not long, but they did the same thing. LA Knight, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, who looked terrible. He was like all beat up. Brandy Rose was there. Of course, Mama Rose was there. And I forgot who else was there. Oh, John Cena was there. And they all hoisted Cody Rhodes as champion. He even gave credit to Bruce. What's his name? Bruce Pritchard. I think that's his name. And then he gives credit to Triple H. Triple H comes down and he hugs Cody Rhodes. And then Cody goes to Michael Cole. Michael Cole was in tears. This man was crying when he won. Like, he's actually like legit crying. Samantha Irvin was crying when she announced that Cody Rhodes won. It's truly like one of the greatest. I'm going to say this right now. That is one of the greatest endings in WrestleMania history. I know people are going to say WrestleMania 20 had an amazing ending. WrestleMania 30 had an amazing ending. But I'm sorry. I think WrestleMania 40 had the greatest ending in the history of WrestleMania. I know everyone's going to say WrestleMania 20, but what Benoit did, man, is unforgivable. Unforgivable. That was truly like the best ending to a Mania. So now I want to address some points. The first point, because I already see Roman Reigns fans already throwing temper tantrums. Oh my God, Cody Rhodes' title reign's gonna suck ass. Oh my God, Roman Reigns never gonna be replicated again. Oh my God, Roman Reigns. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Here's the problem with Roman Reigns. Look, Roman Reigns' title reign got stale as fuck. In my opinion, it should have ended last year. Had it ended last year, his title reign would have went down as one of the greatest of all time. But the problem was, they decided to hold it for WrestleMania 40. And because of that, what we ended up getting was another boring ass year with the Bloodline. Now, yes, I'll give WWE credit. They kept it interesting with the Usos breaking away from now. But what ended up happening? Jimmy Uso betrays Jey Uso and he goes right back to the Bloodline. That was one of the dumbest booking decisions I've ever seen in a while. That was almost as dumb as when Stone Cold was heel, then he turned babyface the week before Invasion, and he turned right back heel when Invasion happened. It made no sense. And the biggest problem with Roman Reigns is that his matches since 2022 have always been the fucking same. He's about to lose the match. the Usos or Solo interfere all the goddamn time. And this was something that I was saying in that video I did 2 months ago. Had they went with Rock versus Roman, it was going to be the same thing. Solo's going to interfere and Roman's going to beat The Rock. It would have been a horrible, horrible ending. I'm sorry, Roman fans. Look, I love Roman. His reign was incredible. He blossomed into the wrestler we all know and love now. We knew that he could be this amazing in the mic and in the ring. But the problem was his matches got stale. He could never win without cheating. And I get it, he's a heel champion, but it gets annoying after a while. That every time every time he's about to lose, someone interferes. It gets repetitive after a while. It really does. So, Cody Rhodes winning was the best decision. He is going to be the face of the WWE, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell y'all. Look, will Roman Reigns be champion again? Oh, of course, he's going to be champion again. The only problem, though, is obviously the title is not going to be as amazing as his first reign. But the thing is that it got so stale, guys. It got too stale. It was time for Roman to lose. Whether you like it or not, Cody winning was the best decision. And thank God they changed the WrestleMania plan. Because had they went with Rock and Roman, it would have been one of the worst Manias in recent memory. Instead, this is one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. But now let's get to the big hot debate. Is this the greatest WrestleMania? Well, actually, before I answer my question, I'm annoyed though at Stone Cold. Because I really thought that he was going to come to WrestleMania 40 and face The Rock. I mean, I'm going to be honest. When was the last time The Undertaker and The Rock had beef? Last time, I think, was back in the summer of 2002. When Undertaker was heel and undisputed champion. I know that Austin's a busy man. I know that he has a ranch now. But I still think he should have been there. And Austin, no offense, but I'm disappointed in you. You should have been there. It was WrestleMania 40. You were there at WrestleMania 20. You were there at WrestleMania 30. And I understand it. I understand it. That you're a busy man. But you should have went. It was just a little awkward for The Undertaker to have been the one that chokeslams The Rock, which was freaking hilarious. Okay, but now let me get back to the question. Was this the greatest WrestleMania ever? Well, first of all, I want to say is right off the bat, this is the greatest modern WrestleMania ever. Definitely way better than 36, 37, 38, 39, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. I'm sorry. In my opinion, WrestleMania 30, while Daniel Bryan winning was amazing, that was an overrated ass Mania. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. The question that I want to ask everyone, let's take the nostalgia glasses off. Was this better than WrestleMania 17? And I already know Megadeth is probably being like, oh no, it's not better than WrestleMania 17. I don't know. I will say this. It's definitely the top, at the very least, top 3 greatest WrestleMania ever. Definitely top 3. Absolutely top 3. But I don't know, man. It's really close. Because yes, WrestleMania 17 was legendary. Undertaker versus Triple H was amazing. The TLC match was amazing. Rock versus Austin was amazing. But what kind of hurt the main event was Austin turning heel. That was dumb. And Austin takes full blame of that. The Gimmick Battle Royal was fun. The Hardcore match was fun. The Intercontinental match was good. I mean, that show was just amazing. I don't know, man. It's really hard. I know it's too early to have this. It's too early to have this debate. It's really, well, I don't know about WrestleMania 20 had an amazing main event, an amazing opener. We also got to remember it had Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, and that match was absolutely horrendous. without the first day, maybe. I don't know. The first day was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. And I was fine with that because I got tired of day one outperforming day two. But it's really hard, man. I would say it's at the very least top 3. I would say it's better than WrestleMania 19. Even though WrestleMania 19 was an amazing Mania. I don't know, like, it's definitely my top 3 by far. Top 3 by far. That I think a lot of people will agree on me. It's definitely top 3, but I don't know. We'll all have to really think about it. Was it as better than WrestleMania 17? Because that has been the Mania that everyone says that's never going to be redone. No way in hell you could ever do a WrestleMania that's as better than WrestleMania 17. In terms of pure spectacle, it's easily the best. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, spectacle-wise, I would say it's the greatest Mania. But I don't know. It is really hard. It is going to be really hard. This is something that we're going to debate for a long time. Is WrestleMania 40 the greatest Mania ever? So, what's my final grade for WrestleMania 40? My final grade, I'm going to say, is a 9.5 out of 10. And it mainly goes to the main event in night 1, the Intercontinental Championship match, the ladder match, and the opening women's match for night 1. And then the entirety of night 2. While, yes, the Jimmy versus Jey Uso match was bad, and then the middle part of night 1 wasn't all that great, I still think it deserves a 9.5. Okay, maybe like a 9.3 out of 10. But regardless, though, this is one of the best Manias I've ever seen. I will say this right now. It's the greatest Mania of the modern era. By far. I will go as far as saying this was this generation's WrestleMania 17. And that's crazy for me to say that because I thought AEW All Out 2021 was like the WrestleMania 17 of a new generation. But no, that's been dethroned by WrestleMania 40. So, let me know what you guys think. WrestleMania 40 was absolutely incredible. And let me know what you guys think. Was this the greatest Mania? That's going to be up into the debate. But we'll see. But thank you guys for being here. Take it easy. Video Game Moment 58 signing out. Wow. What an unbelievable WrestleMania.